Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So just to give a brief update myself, so I'll start again. If you have not heard, I was talking from the first only. So I have been experience of 14 years in this various software industry for development purpose in SAP, non-SAP UI technologies, and for last 4 or 5 years actually I'm working in RPA domain, developing various bot for various organization in automation sector, for bank sector, banking, for pharma industry, and previously currently we have implemented a lot of bots for bank reconciliation, then coming for PO automation or P2P. All those things are my part of day in and day out life. uh, I have expertise in RPA in the two tools, both the tools UiPath and Automation Anywhere. Both the thing I am working, and I have since as a developer we are also always writing various unit test cases, and also help the testing team to write the various testing automation tools. Currently UI5 has came up with new this tool, something called is UI5 or test automation tool, which is creating a lot of it is easing the lot of life for various or testing teams. So before getting into that, I just want to like to hear from the audience a little bit introduction about yourself, so that I can hear from you what is your experience, what is the expectation from my or from this session.
Yeah,
Can you
I'll
just
go
start?
with. Yeah, my name is
Yeah.
Srinivas Devarshetty. I'm at US Hours and I work as a QA analyst in a media company. Uh, so basically, I'm looking to see the automation tool to learn some. So they are trying to implement few things. So on the UiPath, I seems to be using everywhere. So want to upgrade my skills and then get to
So
know.
have you done any experience in automation tool, any other like Selenium or something?
Yeah, I did work on QDP and Selenium. Um, this UiPath is also I've been doing little small projects
So you have done UI5 processes or UI5 automation thing?
like the processes like where you just started
Creating
actually.
bot, creating bot you have done.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you have little bit of experience of UI5 then, that means
Yes.
UiPath. Okay. Uh, ne-
Hi, this is Soundarya. I'm working as a QA in OIS India Private Limited. I have 3.5 years experience in overall, then 2 years experience in automation. What means we use the Selenium tool for automation, and I know
hmm.
only XPath. I don't know about UiPath. For using test automation, I came to here to learn what is the UiPath test automation. I got some interest in learning, so
Hmm.
came to yeah.
So do you have any
Can I know
background of programming, any programming skill that you have, or you are no programming skill you are into testing
uh,
domain?
yeah, yeah, I have I worked in Java programming. Then in automation, I will write test cases, manual test cases, and framework
Hmm.
test ng.
So
Yes.
actually, this is the best tool for you because it doesn't require any programming background, nothing, no bias. So anyone can write the script and run the test cases. Okay, so you will not
Okay.
require in depth of programming language skill. It a freshers and juniors can also run the activity, and even a business development person can also run the activity and execute the test cases. Okay. So I will just cover up what I'm going to cover in this 2 days of session. So as you told that you don't have any experience of what is UiPath and what is why this one is so much hype in this industrial world, RPA
Yes.
tool or so that will be very much to bring and as you know, I think lot of people are now looking forward to this UiPath uh, uh, as a replacement laptop not only for the software world but also for the bot building for in various fields. Like if you talk about in thinking about creating a bot for test automation was seriously a new challenging thing. So that will start why this data automation is framework is required, how this data framework, how it will be implemented. So how I will also give a small demo of UiPath Studio. I think one person has already done some bot on UiPath Studio as he has told now, but I'll just also cover the same thing again. As a learning tool, it should be, suppose if your organization is not implementing RPA, then it will come up as a licensing cost that you can, whatever you learn, you might forget after some time. But no, it is possible. There is a something called community version where you can download, you can have play around. Even you can also use your small tedious job that you can regularly do in your everyday personal life. You can run that. As for example, this is a tool that can be installed in your one laptop, and you can perform your personal work that doesn't hamper the licensing impact. So I have what I'll just give you an example. I ordered the grocery using this bot. So because my list is ready, whatever I need to prepare, I just get the data from this Excel sheet and update it in my from bigbasket.com, and automatically it orders my take the payment from my Paytm. So these all things are been already created. You can create at your own. You can play around. Similarly, whatever the same thing, if you utilize in the organizational level, how it can be done, what it can be done. Similarly, whatever the thing that you're talking about in the testing environment, whatever the TDS manual job or the smoke test you do or the regression test you do, that can be done over here. Okay. Even the so that those are things will be covering up in the session. I will show you in details how it can be covered. For experienced person, you know there's a listing for SAP thing. For a SAP screen, if you have any experience or any ERP system is going to be tediously tough. Think about any means if you have experience in working on SAP and you have to test an application in SAP GUI, that is a tedious one, and that is going to work in Citrix or something. How we can connect it, how we can test the application, how we can execute the test cases, and then bring the result out of it, create a dashboard out of it, and send it to the management. This is the test manager, to the test manager, that these are the things that is coming come up, and it's finally is going to, this is the 10, how many test cases have been successfully executed, how many test cases are not executed, what are the error came up, how which line of the execution the error came up. These all details you can see it in this dashboard. And also show you how the process of installation of this UiPath. Though I have already shared a document, and it will be shared, the document will be shared to you before the start of the session. How the installation process, what are the licenses, what are need to be downloaded. Though it is not very time consuming, it will hardly take 1 hour, but still I will send the document before the start of the session so that you can be ready with the system. But still, if you're not ready, I'll be there before, I will be doing that before the start of the session. So there are various things. Similarly, also a benefit of something called Orchestra, something in SAP, means in UiPath, something called Orchestra. In Orchestra is actually a cloud platform that is used for remotely executing the test cases, or remotely executing the bots. To be precisely, it's called bots. The bot which is actually going to run on a system to execute the test cases. So you have to control the bot when the test case can be run. So suppose now you're working in a big team, and your developer told that I'll be completing this job after 6 o'clock and I'll be deploying it. Maybe it will take 2 hours for deployment. Then you can start the testing. So maybe you have to wait for till 8 o'clock. So currently, you can just write the test case and put the test case in your laptop, and you can go to your home, and you can, from the home, you can just, if your on your laptop is on, you can execute the test cases from your mobile device, and you can directly, the bot can start after 8 o'clock. You don't need to wait. So you can, whatever, if you can write the test cases, you can automatically execute after certain time at your will. If you thought that, okay, I have gone now, I need to stop in the middle, even that also you can do it. When you can stop the bot, if you want to continue, you can continue the bot. If there is some error, still the bot want to be continued, that error can be exceptional, it can be handled. So all those things can be done using the Orchestra. how many bots are running for you, how many bots, how much that has been utilized. If the same bot, when it is not running, can it be utilized in other places? So all these combinations, as a project manager, you have to utilize all the licensings of you utilize the bots licenses that you already implemented, that will be shown in this session. Similarly, how the now technically might be coming up, your bot is running in a laptop and your mobile device, the orchestra is running, how they are going to connect to each other. Means your bot is a working and it is connecting through internet, how the internet is open, is going to connect to the orchestra, that is will be also exposed to you, how it can be connected, how your bot can be controlled through orchestra, that communication will be shown to you. Now I'll also give you an explanation how we'll create some test cases in front of you in our live example. What similarly you can also explore, you can also before, if you want to suppose, I will show you some of the example like connecting to SAP and execute that one purchase order creation, and finally if the purchase order got created, it will be shown to the test case is successful. It is not created, then the it will be failure. Similarly, I'll show you some test cases where the API testing, nowadays microservices has been created. All the microservices that's got created can be tested using this bot, using the something called, if you have known, there is something called Postman. Postman is used for running the various APIs. Those Postman can be used by a bot for RPA that can be connected, and it can be shown how which are the API has been already executing, which is the API is not being successfully working in the backend microservice. So this is the one of the biggest, I think, revolutionized for the DevOps guys who are actually building various microservices for various websites or various IoT devices or various other world connecting to other cloud server vendor. Those can be directly tested in your application. As you know, if you are technically aware that now we are running or working in open API world, where everybody is exposing their some information of their functionality in the open world, so that people can come and consume their API and the revenue can come from it. Example, previously Make My Trip is actually only going for a travel agent, but now Make My Trip also gives the information of the flight details or the hotel details or the location details using the API. Now the organization directly don't go to Make My Trip for booking the ticket, but they build their own application where the authorization approval takes up, and finally it consume the API from the Make My Trip and book the ticket from their organization application. So now Make My Trip is actually, they are building the revenue not only from directly booking from the flight, but also from the API thing. So this is the new revolution that is coming up in various sectors. Like Google, if you think about, Google has now exposing a lot of map API where the Uber is working. So these types of APIs can be also tested using this UI platform. I will go on continue giving a various example of this one. You can definitely stop me anytime, anywhere if you have any questions. Okay. Now I'll also show you some of the test cases, how to create it locally, how it can run it without orchestra. Because whenever you're building the test cases, you need to run it, test it, execute it at least once locally. Then only connect to the orchestra for continuation of the process. How it can be tested to the orchestra, how it can schedule. I mean, suppose I am going to test this application every day in the morning for next till the UAT is over. So that is a scheduling. Suppose if morning 6 o'clock, the automatic test case will start. It will take 1 hour to test, execute the test. Before I come to office, maybe at 10 o'clock, all the test report will be ready and it will be sent to the managers. So it will be automatically scheduled, maybe in once in a day or once in a month or once in a week. This can be done. So how it can be scheduled, how we can update the test cases, how we can again republish in the orchestra, all those things will be mentioned over here. Again, how before getting or building a test case is something that you need to learn a lot, because but here you have to learn a lot of activities. So like different activities are there. I will show you some of the activities in this session today only, what are called activities and correspondingly how it can be executed. Any question till now?
No.
Okay. So you are getting what I'm trying to convey, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Okay.
So as in this world of testing world on a browser application nowadays, browser testing is one of the most important thing. Multi-browser testing. The same application is working in Chrome, but is not working in IE or IE version. That is also will be mentioned over here. Nowadays also I have not mentioned in this agenda list for the day 2, but definitely I will try to cover up how to test something on mobile device also if times covered. I'll be ready with the slides. If I could not cover the mobile thing, but I'll definitely the content will be there in the slides that you can also definitely refer to in future whenever you're going to work for mobile app development and testing of mobile devices. So there are a lot of mobiles. You can think about how many types of Android mobiles are available, how many types of iOS types of mobiles are available. When you are creating any app, that can be tested using this UiPath automation framework, test automation framework for various mobile and various devices. So that will also be covered. How the so you can think about the current challenges that you are going to face whenever any app are getting released. So you should be ready so that okay, this is a thing that can be tested and it is going to work, it is not going to work, it's going to re-render, it's not correctly rendering, all of whatever, all those things. I'll also show you some of the error handling process. So whenever the issues are coming up or errors are coming up, it is lot of how to handle that error, how to handle them, how to continue the process, how to continue the next step. Suppose I have a test case where I have to execute a running of take the example of Gmail, sending a mail, reading the mail, writing the mail, and finally the send button, and again correspondingly go to the spam folder and check if any new mail has came up. So suppose if I got any error while writing the email, correspondingly it should not stop. It should, okay, the exception should come up. It should show a message. It will show to the message to the user, and finally it will continue and go to the spam message also. Still continue his own work. So how it can handle that? Different types of error handling processes and different types of error will come up. I'll talk about that all those errors, how the error can be handled and whatever the error going to come up. Similarly, you might have written data-driven test. So might be if you have experienced thing that you have maintained a Excel sheet of various Excel data that need to be changed. Or maybe suppose I have to run the same test case 20 times with different values. That can be also maintain and test over here. How you can maintain all the data set, create the data set, correspondingly upload this data set, get the repeat, look through the data set, and run the whole test cases in different browser, sending the browser as a parameter, and you can change the prior browser and test the same with the same data in multiple times. So that is can also be used. Suppose I want to test, create an account in my Gmail or create an account in my bank systems. I have to create a bank account, fill all the data of the bank account in one Excel sheet, Excel row, read this data, update this data in the corresponding bank field in a Chrome browser and save it. Similarly, do the same process for the next row, third row, fourth row, fifth row. Do the same 1, 2, 3, 4 row in different browser. Again for the Firefox browser, again for the Safari browser. So these 4 browser into 5 types of same data, it will take at least, so as per the calculation, you have to do at least 20 times the same process. The bot will do the same process for you. You don't need to think about that. It will give the result. It will in which browser, what is the success rate, and how much it is successful. So these all scenarios I will be showing it to you in the whole thing. That's all we'll cover. My previous example, my previous experience, whatever I faced by creating these test cases. I'll also share some of the examples where this will not work, this might not work. This is still the UiPath team is working on this one. This is the things. All those things will be covered up in the whole session. So if you have, I will just show you one small use, something that what is called, yeah.
Sorry, one quick question. The mobile testing you mentioned, how does it that can be done? Like, is it a simulator or like how
It will
that?
be simulated. So there are various features available. So it is simulator is also available. If your device is connected to a cloud, that is also available. If your device is connected to a particular device, then same device where the bot is running and your device is connected to the same bot, that can also be done. So I will try to cover this one. This is actually a big one. I'll try to cover those all those things, and maybe I will try to complete that in that day, second day, because that is not the basic thing. It's an advanced thing. You might get it, because for its junior guys, she or he might be needs to be ready with this thing first, then only come to the mobile part. But that is advanced thing, but I'll try to cover in the second day that one. Okay. So as you have already told that you have already seen the UI path, but the gentle lady has she has not seen. So this is the UI path studio. I'll explain you each and every button, what is going to work, how it's going to work. I was talking about activities. What are the activities and how the activity is going to come up? So all those are something called activities. This is a UiPath Studio Pro. It is actually used for test cases. There's something called UiPath different, that is for developer. This is for testing team developer. So all those things, verification, UI testing, automation, these are all called they're actually what type of activities, how it can be. You can open browser, you can click the browser, you can go back button browser, you can close the browser, you can if you will know all those things. You can check the image, suppose in the OCR means like capture reading, capture changing, all these things also be done. So there is something called SAP also, SAP transaction sheet testing, log into the SAP, log out from the SAP, dating, clicking on the activity of the button of the SAP. I will cover everything, all those things. I will create some of the test cases for you, because creating a test case will actually take time. I will be ready with the test cases in front of you. With the one will be for my API, one will be for the SAP, one will be for the try to be mobile, and one will be for the browser. So 4 test cases for different types of test will be done in the whole session. Okay, so if you have also some workflow, that thing can also be tested. So these are all the things I will try to cover. I will just show you an one example, so that to bring an interest to you, I've just created that one. So where you actually can I'll just open one a calculator from my laptop, and I will just retain. Or these are the steps. It's nothing. If you just click on that, there are some steps. I'll click 4. It is just clicking 4. I click the add button, clicking the add button, clicking the 5 button, click the 5, and it will equal 9. If it might then check the value, it's Google OCR is checking the value. If it is 9, the result, and finally the close. If the result value, so the message will show that the result is actually what are the result is. Okay, so let's run this one and see how it is working. For running this one, just simply click on that. I'll tell you in details how this button is going to work. So it will actually open, close the studio, and it will open. The bot will come up, or you will see one more icon will coming up over here. The bot will come up, open the bot, that is called the bot, and then finally, and it is yeah. So you can see the bot has came up, and it will open the calculator. The calculator is came 4 plus 5 equal to 9. It is reading the 9. So Google OCR object optical character recognition is coming up. It will show the message. It is 9. It will close this message. There is delay mentioned over here, and it closed. So these are the simple drag and drop. There is not a single line of coding has been written. Think about same thing if you have to do in Selenium. How much line of code you have to write? Okay, so this is what we will show you all more details, more program, how to create project, how to do something, update it, send this project, connect to the. I'll just also try to show you my cloud path orchestra. What I'm talking about, what is called orchestra. So I've just make myself ready before coming to you. That's why I've copied all my link in my text notepad so that I didn't have to search for it everything. So this is an cloud orchestra where your bot will be connected. You can do all this activity. I'll just open and show it to you. So this is the testing, the test set, test cases, test execution, test schedule, or you can schedule the test. You can test data cube. If you suppose you want to have a multiple data and how how many bots are actually working for you. So these are the connected bots. So I will come details on this one. And also I can monitor this bot, how this bot I can queue any new bot one after the other. So all those things can be executed and show it through this one. So this is also available in mobile version. That's what I'm talking about. Mobile app can also can control this one. So that's what from my side of presentation. If you have any query, you can please let me know. That's what. Shankar sir, I am over completed by this.
Once again, is this a tool, Orchestra is a tool or any application you are using?
No, Orchestra is a free cloud version portal available from UiPath. Okay.
Okay, okay,
Uh, uh,
okay.
but for the organization, it's not free. It's for a student or for employee who wants to learn. Learning purpose, it is free. Community version is free. There is one
Okay.
bot, one test environment is free. But for organization where they want a multiple bot, that is not free for any organization. So organization, they need to pay the licensing cost. I'll come on that one also. How the licensing has been
Okay,
implemented.
okay, okay, fine.
Any other
So,
questions?
so if I have a community edition, the trial version, and I can use the
Yes,
cloud orchestrator to just to run through,
exactly. You can
configure.
use it. Yes, you can configure it also.
So I just need to configure my robo to with my PC name and all those configurations.
Exactly. I'll show it to you how to do the configuration also
Okay.
using the community version. So this will be, if you can see, this will be very much hands-on with this one. Later on, you can think about big picture also. Okay, how can I manage a team of 60 testing people or 40 testing people using this bot? So how they can write. So that is a new thing that is coming up, but people are really prone for this one. Any other question? I am not ready with the actual thing. Maybe I will show it in the actual content later on. But this is the agenda that is I'm going to cover up written over here. Okay. But as this will be an actually hands-on application, because if I continue going on and show it to you, it will not be useful for you. So it will be our session will be actually more related to your hands-on. So you will be installing it, you will be creating it some test cases, you will be running those test cases, and it will finally executing at the end of the day. It will be purely a hands-on classes. Okay.
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 Any other questions you have, sir? Srinivas and Soundari?
Yeah. No. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. When is this intend to start the class, or like when are you guys planning?
I'll update you schedule, sir. Maybe next week we are planning.
Okay.
Okay.
Other days discussing.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Thank you so much.